In February 2009, Brother Zephaniah Peters, pastor of Evening Light Tabernacle in Arusha, Tanzania, visited Hickory Bible Tabernacle. While Brother Zephaniah was with us, he became quite ill. By the time he reached Tanzania, he was so sick when he stepped off the plane, he was rushed to the hospital where he underwent emergency gallbladder surgery. Doctors removed Brother Zephaniah's gallbladder, but his condition did not improve. He lay in the hospital for most of March. Brother Zephaniah's family finally contacted me in desperation, seeking assistance. I contacted my personal doctor, Dr. Charles Schaefer, and related Brother Zephaniah's symptoms. Dr. Schaefer has experience in overseas medical work and understands how to work with limited medical facilities. Dr. Schaefer identified it as a stroke or some other kind of blood clot. He put me in contact with Samaritan's Purse, who in turn put me in contact with Dr. Nate Smith in Kenya. Through him, we were able to contact Nairobi Hospital, a private hospital caring for patients all over the region. We then arranged for Brother Zephaniah and one of his daughters to fly to Nairobi. Within 24 hours, doctors had identified the problem, and Brother Zephaniah was treated and eventually released. After helping me coordinate Brother Zephaniah's recovery, Dr. Schaefer told me that he would go with me on my next trip to Tanzania to see Brother Zephaniah. Over the next few months, we began to put the word out about our medical aspect of the trip. I had spoken with some young people at the Winter Youth Retreat in December 2008 about the possibility of going on a medical mission of some kind. From this and other occasions, I had gathered a list of about 40 medical people who were interested in using their medical skills in the mission field. We contacted them and others and built our medical team from there. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, Dr. Schaefer was not able to join us on the trip. However, he was able to make a connection with Bill and Jennifer Childers. The husband and wife team are physician assistants and assistant professors at Marietta College. Both have had experience in remote locations, and we were delighted when they agreed to join us. Once we had decided when to make this trip and had begun to build a team, Dr. Schaefer contacted Kingsway Charities, an organization that supplies medical supplies to impoverished areas around the world. We purchased approximately $10,000 worth of supplies, and with the donations from Kingsway Charities, eventually gathered over 3,000 pounds of medicine and supplies to send to Tanzania. While Dr. Schaefer and I were gathering the medical supplies, Brother Mark Sylvester from Hickory Bible Tabernacle approached me about some computers his employer had been phasing out. The machines were in great condition and could be used for the hub printing operations we have been setting up around the world. From this grew the turnkey hub system we took with us, and these systems are used to print and bind message books that have been translated. We also purchased laptops to aid the efforts of the local translators. By August, we were picking up and receiving shipments of medicines, computers, sound equipment, and other supplies. All of the medicines had to be checked for bad expiration dates, and everything had to be cataloged, inventoried, and packaged in preparation for customs. Brother Steve Fulkerson took over the arrangements for shipment. He conducted extensive research on shipping methods, and in November it was decided to fly supplies to Tanzania as the cost was similar to marine shipping, and we needed them in Tanzania very quickly. We sent a test shipment in December with half of the supplies, which were delivered to the brethren and stored at the church. While all of this was happening stateside, the brothers in Tanzania worked through an extensive application process to set up a clinic on the church grounds and supply our own medicines. This required all of our nurses' licenses, doctors' credentials, and an extensive list of all the medications and medical supplies we'd be using. We sent the last shipment on January 2nd, and we were greatly blessed to find out that while we were charged storage fees, none of the shipments were charged duty at customs. Brother Rick Purdy flew a few days ahead of the group to organize the unpacking of all the supplies and to ensure everything had arrived and was in working condition. He did a fantastic job unpacking and organizing the medicines at the church. The technical supplies were sent to the hotel, where training sessions would be held for the translators and church librarians. By God's grace, everything arrived unharmed, and the trip came off